I may hate drama in my life, but I love talking about the drama in yours.
I may watch too much reality TV, but you're listening to me talk about it. Hello, everyone. This is Fumi.
And I'm B.
And you're tuned into a new episode of RealiTEA-V.
Hey.
I got some wine. So if you hear any slurp, slurp, gulp, gulp, then you know what it is. It's very good, too. Who knew a wine in a carton be so delicious?
Mm-hmm.
Thoroughly surprised. And it's half a liter.
Yeah.
500 milligrams, a lot.
Nice size. Nice helping.
So how was your week?
Pretty good. Long, but good. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, very long.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a blur because all I do is work. And I've been going to LA every weekend for the past couple of weeks, so it's really a blur.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I was more tired than I thought. Mm-hmm. So on my way to LA, I had to stop in Barso and sleep for like 3 hours. And even that didn't really fully help.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to my grandma's house till 5 in the morning.
Oh.
Like 5:15.
Yeah.
And I was in that parking lot. I got there like 11:40.
Yeah.
And then I left like after 3. Just after 3. And even when I got to like near San Bernardino area.
Yeah.
My eyes was just heavy as fuck. I was
my goodness.
Shaking my head, slapping my face, trying to like wake up. But I was like, I can't pull over anymore. I need to like just get home.
Get there, yeah.
And sure enough, my body's weird. So I don't go to bed till almost 6 in the morning. And then I wake up naturally at 9:30. And it's like, I don't know what it is, but my body's just like, no, bitch, you get no extra sleep.
Right.
You cannot sleep in. Sleeping in for me is like 9 in the morning. Yeah. And it's absolutely ridiculous, but
yeah.
It is election night.
Yes, it is.
You will be listening to this after all the results are in, and you know for sure who won, and not just the projected. Mm-hmm. It's 7:20 on the West Coast, so some polls are still kind of open. The ones that are kind of like late, past 7.
Yeah.
So we'll be seeing what happens. I know there was like the answer 3. I think it's different. California's like propositions.
Yeah.
Out here it's like question 3.
Yeah.
Like, because it's not the
because
same.
I sure look, where are the propositions? Yeah.
That's when you're in a new state. Everything just changes. Like, what the fuck? I'm not, especially when you've been in somewhere like California your whole life up until recently.
I was like, do I vote yes or no on proposition? Somebody could have told me.
And I was thoroughly confused. I didn't even want to be like, I was like, is she doing it online? Like, no. It's just so confused.
I went in there like, wait, where are the propositions? In California.
It's like, boo-boo, it's questions in Nevada.
Questions about amendments.
I mean, the one I know for sure is the one with Nevada not being a monopoly anymore. Yeah. Because that's one of the top commercials that always interrupt me when I'm watching 90 Day Fiancé on the TLC app. Mm-hmm. When I say they'll play the same commercial 6 times in a row. Oh my God. It's like, how much did y'all spend on these commercial spots? And that's just on the app. Let's not talk about TV.
TV, radio, anything.
So now, thank God.
I was getting text messages like, hey, you sure you voting?
Let me tell you something. I got a text message from somebody from MTV like, oh, you want to host a voting party? I said, how the fuck did you even get my number in the first place?
Oh
and no,
my God.
You're not. The fuck? I'm in a new state. I barely know anybody.
Right.
I'm good.
But
we have, a lot of first time insert person of color here being a part of the House, the Senate, district attorney, and we're getting first openly gay.
Yeah.
So it's been bananas.
Yeah.
I think there were 2 important House seats that were flipped to blue in the East Coast. I want to say it was like Massachusetts and
I think
Vermont or something like that.
Yeah. I think now people finally see like, okay, yes, the president has certain power, but it's really these House of Representative and these Congress seats that hold just as much weight. So get your ass out there and vote.
Well, I mean, people only think about the Senate, which is usually the last thing to get to before it goes to a president, right? If I am wrong, please email me.
Legislation.
I feel like the Senate's the last thing before if it gets passed in the Senate, then the president can sign it, right?
Yes.
Unless it's an executive order, it's him just trying to, well, this president, he just wanted to be like,
executive order
fuck the house.
everything.
Fuck all y'all. I
said for the meeting, we're getting in and out. Executive order.
You'll get blocked. You'll get blocked. Wall over here. Like, just...
Oh my God. Yes.
And so, it's like, so the House is before the Senate. So once it passes the House, then it goes to the Senate. And then once it goes to the Senate, then it's pretty much done. So remember that bitch who refused to give wedding registration to a gay couple?
Oh, yes.
And she was some white Jesus lady.
Yes.
Who reminds me just like
the Jesus warrior.
Yes. Jesus warrior is like, oh my God, we have to do like a top 20.
They're probably friends.
Yes, probably so. I want to say Jesus warrior was like in that Louisiana or something in the Bible Belt, like some down there. So she lost to a Democrat. And would not be serving a second term.
Of course.
So, of course, she went to jail and stuff because she just refused, even though at that time it was like not too long after the Supreme Court ruled it unconstitutional for not giving same-sex couples the right to marry. So she was like, no, I believe in God and Jesus.
My Constitution says, hell no.
The Constitution of the Lord. Oh, Jesus Christ. And my Lord said no. So I would say no.
Right.
It's like, girl.
Now you unemployed.
And this is exactly why people say separation of church versus state. Because ultimately we have the United States Constitution.
Yeah.
And that trickles down to the state's constitution. So even something in the state's constitution can be overruled by the United States Constitution because that's like the law of the land. Like that's top. So if it went through the whole thing and it got all the way up to SCOTUS and they're like, nah, babe, you can't do that. Constitution said you can't do that.
Yeah.
Then you can't really use religion as a reason to, break the law. Like, that's you're being a thug.
When Jesus says no, nobody can say yes.
Oh my God, that is such a Nigerian show.
The total opposite. When Jesus say no, nobody can say yes. Total remix.
I'm sorry, I just got Jesus Church in my head.
Right.
So, this thug got replaced.
Yeah.
With somebody who can actually follow. And, and that's what really irks my soul about these conservatives that are Jesus freaks. And I use that term for very specific Christians.
Because they will justify anything because of the Lord.
Right.
I am sleeping with a 9-year-old. The Lord told me to. Whoa.
Or a person could say that they messed up and they know that the Lord forgave them. And then that they will, for some weird reason in their mind, justify following a person or endorsing a person for some type of office. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's when you got to use their same terminology on them. When Jesus says yes, no. But yeah.
Kind of like, I don't know. It's just many examples of that. So a lot of the whole thing about abortions is really from a religious standpoint.
Yeah.
It's not from a legal standpoint because they already have Roe v. Wade. So what else is there to talk about?
Stuff. Just...
It already became legal. This was like in the 70s, I believe.
Right.
So what's the problem? So now that has happened, they're trying to build these state level legislations and laws where it's harder for you to get abortions.
Yeah.
And then places who perform the most abortions, i.e., Planned Parenthood, don't get funding, have to close down, and then it decreases the amount of access in that area.
Yeah, but I heard, I don't know, but like a few years ago when they were really trying to defund Planned Parenthood, they were like, abortions are actually the least service that we provide. They were like, it's only like 4%.
And yes.
Yeah.
And that's another problem is that because they did perform abortions,
just thought like it's just
they wanted to embellish what they actually do. And apparently there was some quote unquote undercover investigation where they were selling like baby aborted parts or something, but it was found out that that was like a lie. And just like, you know, vaccines causes autism, it just kept going. And even with people like, this didn't really happen, it just keeps going.
Lord.
So they can't necessarily say hospitals are barred from funding because they're not getting, you know, federal funds. But unless it's like LA, CUSC in LA and like Martin Luther King, like county hospitals. Right. But besides that, when they're getting direct federal funds, they want to constrict that. And say, oh, it's because you guys give abortions, but them not asking any questions, they would know that abortions are only like not even 10% of their services. Most of their is family planning prevention. Right. Like birth control, pap smears, breast examinations, breast cancer stuff. But people just always have a fucking excuse about everything and it always reverts back to Bible.
Yeah.
Always. Mm-hmm. Because without using the Bible as the basis, there really is no argument. Like, oh, well, it's like pro-life and pro-choice. I don't see how anybody, women or man, can really tell anybody else what the fuck they can do with their damn body.
That's always been where it's confused me. Like, why does this woman over here deciding she doesn't want to have a baby
affect
what does that have to do with me?
What does that have to do with anybody else?
But I'm not gonna help her raise it, so
I'm sure the fucking
like, not. That has always baffled me.
We wind up as taxpayers pay more,
right?
Because guess what? If this person is low income, low education, whatever you want to call it, they are more likely to be on federal funds, public assistance, Medi-Cal, Section 8, like all these things really come from taxpayer money.
Right.
So if we are telling somebody, no, you are forced to have this child because their life is more important than what you want to do with yours, then it's like, okay, well, you can't be mad that these taxpayers' dollars are going to ultimately taking care of that child.
Right.
Because that's what's going to happen. Yeah. So you can either let me do what the fuck I want and y'all save some money.
Yeah, I'm like, never understood that, never will understand it. It's just no,
not one bit.
That's one thing I'm like, no, my mind will always stay, do what the fuck you want.
And then there's some states that have like the heartbeat law.
Yeah.
Where it's like, if they detect a heartbeat, I think somebody was trying to introduce one.
Oh.
I want to say Colorado, somewhere in that area. And someone's trying to say, like, introduce a law where if there is a detected heartbeat before an abortion, that doctor was barred from going through with the abortion. And if they did anyway, the doctor will be held criminally responsible for performing an abortion. So now they're, like, scared to do it. That would be scared to do anything. So
I'd be like, that's just my pulse. I'm nervous.
Yeah, I mean, it's really ridiculous. I mean, I had pregnant once. I did not want to get an abortion whatsoever. But I'm not in the position. I'm like, I would never do it. It's like, I mean, don't want to, but I'm also preventing myself to even have to make that decision. But some women don't get a chance to do that. And some women are raped. So. Yeah. And then, it's a whole bunch of different combinations. You can't say, oh, well, abortions are illegal unless you get raped or this or that. It's like, it's none of your damn business. Right. It really isn't. Right. That's between me and the Lord, the God I believe in. And if I'm an atheist, it's between me and Mother Nature. So, what the fuck? I don't understand. And it's mainly men on the, legislative level. Yeah. It's always men trying to tell women what to do with their bodies, and what to wear, how to wear their hair. Mind you, one of the top men known for like pro-life had a mistress, and the mistress got pregnant, and he got caught asking her for motherfucker abortion.
Like, if we dig back into y'all lives, how many of y'all in probably high school and college probably got a girl pregnant and your parents fucking paid her off to go have an abortion?
But let's be real now, though. Out of the women who actually have the abortion, how many of them are doing it on their own or because the men want them to?
Exactly.
And why can't they be held responsible? Right. If you're forcing women to have these children, then you need to force the man to take care of it. Mm-hmm. Or even if they want to sign away their rights, they still have to pay for it. Right. They still have to be liable in some kind of way.
Yeah. I'm like, if I'm forced to produce this child to life, then no, you don't get to just sign a paper and be like, that child has nothing to do with me. It never happened. And no.
I mean, you have these situations where a baby died because he had a diaper on for 9 to 12 days, and they pretty much die from a diaper rash. It was like maggots and like all that kind of stuff. The baby died in a swing. It was crazy. And I was like, you know what? This is when birth control is really needed. Yeah. But I made sure to say birth control and not an abortion, because the people that are also trying to say that it should be pro-life and not pro-choice are also the same people saying that insurances shouldn't be forced to cover birth control. Right. Which is one of the, but it's also still a religious thing. Yep. Because you're not supposed to block conception of a child because they're trying to make it seem like prevention of egg meeting sperm is the same thing as you being 6 weeks pregnant.
Well, first off, I'm going to keep getting dick. That's not going to stop. And I'm going to keep preventing the sperm from meeting the egg. That's... Right?
And same thing is like birth control is not only used for...
It really isn't.
Preventing pregnancies. Just like Planned Parenthood is not only used for abortions.
Right. Worry about your own dick or uterus.
What that 3-year-old said?
Worry about
yourself.
If you want all the eggs and all the sperms to meet in your body and procreate 20 kids, do that. Have fun. Live your life. But I don't know. Like, since I've been a kid, abortion has always been that one thing to me that I'm like, why is this anyone's business? I didn't know how to pay bills, but I always wondered, why is this anybody's business? And I'm still to this day like, why?
And the last thing you want to do is cut off insurance coverage for birth control.
No.
That's the last thing you want to do. Because guess what? If they don't get an abortion, or if you don't prevent the pregnancy, then they might have an abortion. But if you outlaw abortions, then you can have more kids in the foster system, mm-hmm. B, kids born into families that are just absolutely horrible that never even get to the foster system because their whole community is trash. So nobody's really reporting anything to authorities. And then that ultimately leads to higher risk of being in criminal activity when they're getting older, low education, low wages, and more public assistance. Like, how does not anybody not understand that? It's not hard. No. And I personally don't have like friends that are low lives. Right. Like, I don't really have people that are like, such and such free Jonathan. Like, I don't.
Free Jonathan. Well, what did Jonathan do before I
That's my question.
Like, why am I screaming free him?
What did he
worth
do?
The freedom? Because he might need to stay. Murder. Oh.
That would be not to freedom.
Murder women whose names start with R? Fuck no.
So what we're not going to do is have a male snap situation around here.
He just murders women who wears black hoodies.
It's just foreign to me of getting arrested and blah, blah. I mean, you have people who family got always... I got an uncle in jail. I got an aunt in jail. I got a...
family be reuniting in jail.
Cousin that just got out of jail.
That's my daddy over there. What?
It's just like...
Yeah.
I'm clutching my pearl like, oh, you know somebody in jail?
Right. Yeah.
Do I know?
Yeah. I went once for one family member and I said, this is the most traumatic thing ever and I am never coming back.
Oh.
Yes. And I was like, I will, no, never.
No wonder Fraser didn't want to take
right. I said, unless it's for somebody that went to jail saving my life.
True.
And I'm there
and you know
as
for a fact that it wasn't like a malicious intent.
Like, I'm low-key indebted to you, but like, damn. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, no.
I know of someone that's in jail.
No.
That I went to middle school with. And I don't know how, but there's pictures all over Facebook.
Of course, they're always
in their cell.
Of course.
Eating ramen.
I think they have like computer time now.
Computer? Sorry, it's funny, but it's not funny, but it is funny.
Computer lab.
That's what Malachi says. We had computer lab today.
I think they
Remember
do.
Computer lab?
Yeah, it
oh
was
my God,
great.
we used to have computer lab in middle school. It was like the best thing in the world.
That's when they had colored MacBook. No, they were Macs.
I think I started computer lab a little bit before the colored MacBooks.
Yes.
But I definitely did get to them for sure by 9th grade.
Yeah.
And that was 2001.
Yeah, we'd get on there and look up like Destiny's Child videos and stuff.
I never forget when I was in 9th grade, we had those colored MacBooks, and that Leah, a More Than Woman video just came out.
Yeah.
And we were watching on the computer. Yeah. And we had floppy disks.
Oh, good old floppy disks.
Yeah.
I remember somebody was like, if you could describe your age in one thing, it was like, we used to get internet sent in the mail. Mm-hmm. Like, yes, those AOL discs. I still have my AOL email.
Because we didn't want to pay
and I'm probably never going to get rid of it.
I mean, unless they get a way of AIM.
I think they already got rid
of it. No,
they
did, but unless they do AOL. That, where they're like, we're discontinuing it.
That's just fucked up. I've been using this email for 17 years.
I used to have a Hotmail. Man. I don't really know if... I don't even remember the Hotmail email.
Right.
But I definitely, that was my first email. Was Hotmail. Yeah. It was like Hotmail or MSN. Yeah. I was about to say MSNBC. I was like, that's not right.
Right.
That is actual news station.
Yeah.
Pause. Remember How to Catch a Predator?
Yes, the TV show where it was like they bust in. Ha! You thought
he was like they were going to the house to like meet with the teenager.
Yeah.
And then the host was like, please have a seat.
No.
But didn't he get caught like doing some crazy shit himself?
Well, ain't that the pot calling the kettle a rapist?
Anywho. So I'm hoping everybody voted.
Yes.
If you send me an email about, voting is stupid,
then your mom's stupid.
Your mom doesn't go to college.
She didn't. And
I'm putting you on blast. Yeah. So be warned. Be warned that you will be put on blast. Because I think it's absolutely ridiculous for anybody to think that, I'm not going to vote because blah, blah, blah. Then you see why people like Trump won.
Right.
So, mind you, he did not win popular.
Right.
Let's say that again.
Right. It was
just electoral.
Them people saying, fuck this shit. We're one of them polls.
It was too many people in the right states doing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
And it was just like, okay, anyway. So anyway, let's move on.
Mm-hmm.
Celebrity news. Kenya Moore had a baby.
Yay.
I think she had to have a schedule because she had preeclampsia.
Yep.
Which is no joke.
Yeah.
So, people might think it's just like high, but like it can be very, very, very dangerous. So you have to really, and her feet were mad swollen. So I'm like, okay, I usually don't like Kenya, but this one I really do want, wish you the best because nothing's worse than, you finally get to a point where you are pregnant, your evidence of you being pregnant, and you get to and then God forbid that mother loses their life because their blood pressure was too high or whatever. Look, if y'all ain't had no kids yet, having a kid is probably one of the best and scariest moments in your life whatsoever. Like, you have to pay attention to everything that changes in your body.
And that's the
whether it's part. Normal or like...
Because I am terrified of the doctors, but I spend everything on WebMD.
And I hate that you do that. And it drives me absolutely insane. It's like, oh my God. I was like, what's wrong with me? I have cancer. It's like, what are you talking about? You just have a sore throat.
Like, but according to WebMD, throat cancer is very common.
And I think that actually happened like when we were back in LA. I was like, girl, it is not
I was
that.
like, what is going on? And surely enough, after like my second doctor's point, they were like, no, those are just glands. I'm like, well, WebMD could put that somewhere because I was fucking freaking out. Like, are these growths? They were like,
the only time you even remotely start going on there online is when you have a few doctor's appointments and nobody can really figure it out, or you just know for sure that the diagnosis they tried to give you was some bullshit.
Yeah.
That's when you try to start narrowing it down. But, apparently, we're gonna move on because it always gets.
I was like, oh.
And I'm the science person between the two of us, so it always annoys me like, girl, you wrong, but you do it anyway.
Bitch was actually right.
I mean, gonna be like, for once?
Told you it was a splinter.
Oh my goodness. So, and then Portia was in the hospital for complications from her pregnancy.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was exactly because I didn't feel like reading a whole damn article for no reason. But yeah, praise to you.
Right.
And I mean, both these women were past how should I say this? The peak age of gestation.
Damn.
I mean, they're both.
Because I know I'm going to be past the peak, sadly.
Well, I already had a child, so I can't even really say that technically. But by the time I have the second, I'll probably be past the peak. Yeah. Guess, and I'm so mad, but I'm not surprised.
Farrah pulled out of the fight.
Motherfucking bitch!
It was like, I feel like Ebony's going to be upset about it.
Can you imagine if I would have actually been able to book my way over there?
She was like, I don't know what you guys thought.
So, like I said, I'm mad because I really wanted to get this bitch ass beat. Yeah. I really wanted that to happen.
She said, on second thought.
But she pulled out because the promoter didn't get her the accommodations that she asked for friends and family, not her or her child. She wanted 32 rooms, 32 rooms, like some crazy amount of like first class. It was just bananas. And it was like,
you are not Kylie Jenner doing a celebrity boxing.
I was like, 32 friends and family. I'm pretty sure
you don't have that many friends.
But the friends she does have got their own coins. So why are you paying for them to come?
Okay.
The fuck? I wish Mayweather would pay for Justin Bieber's way to the damn fight. It's like, nigga, you pay your own way.
That's crazy.
You lucky you just getting on the damn list. Mm-hmm. But like, what the fuck? So she pulled out because the promoter is being like, nothing with her directly was off. She got her little first class shit with her and her daughter, and I think like one other person. But it was just like she wanted 32 rooms, something, a limo, blah blah blah. And I guess
first off, who even still arrives in limos?
I don't know. I'm guessing on the limos actually. 32 rooms, like, I know for sure because I was like, that's just asking like a whole way floor. For too much.
Like.
You might as well just get a fucking Airbnb house if you're gonna do that. I'm pretty sure New Jersey got some big ass house that you can rent that has 10 I don't know, maybe a couple of them.
Yeah.
Like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
That have anywhere from 8 to 10 bedrooms and just have people sleep there. What the fuck? What do they need their own room for? If they're to the point where they have to have their own room, they can't share. Right. Then you get your own shit.
Wow.
Unless you like the girls of Atlanta or OC, y'all need your own room. Unless you're Ramona and Sonia.
Right.
They share shit. I don't see the point of that. So they replaced Farrah with Kim D of Mob Wives.
Nat D.
So the young Nat D, thank you. 2 different shows, 2 different ladies. Kim D from Mob Wives. No. Yes, you corrected me. So that was a young one, right? That got in the fight with the
Karen. Other Nat. No. You're thinking of Natalie Graziano. Nat D was the one who didn't like Natalie Graziano.
Graziano? I thought that was somebody else's last name.
No, that's Karen. No. Karen Gravano. Renee Graziano. Oh.
Yeah.
No. Well, it was 2
Nat D and Nat G?
Yes. Nat G was the one that got in the fight with Karen because of like, oh, your family's a rat and all that other stuff.
Okay.
And Nat D was the girl that she knew Drita and came in and was like, well, I don't like Nat G because I heard she's a rat.
Was she blonde?
No, she had dark hair. Not the last season, but the season before the last
So the one...
It was the one where Vivica hosted the reunion.
No, I know. But I know for sure the one that got in the fight with Karen was the one that had the rat family, no?
No.
No, I take that back. I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
a blonde one who had the rat. I feel like she was blonde.
Yeah, that was the very last season.
Yeah.
The Nat D was from like the season before the last.
And it was like her brother or something that was in jail or her father.
Nat D?
Honestly, the one that had the rat family. I gotta break up Google now.
'Cause I think so, yeah. I just remember Nat D, her whole storyline was kind of like, she didn't like Nat G because of stuff she would hear. And I remember Big Ange at one point was like, okay, I get you don't like Nat, but every time you come around, all you talk about is her. Like, what about you?
Okay, anyway. So, they don't even have a Natalie Garcia is the Nat G.
Yeah.
They don't even have another Natalie in here.
It's Nat
in this list.
Yeah, she's only on for 1 season.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. Season 6.
Probably, yeah.
It doesn't even. Anyway, moving on. So, I mean, of course she finds a way to get out of it.
Yeah.
Because she was talking about this shit talking shit for so long. And, of course, she gets out of it. Oh, my God. Can she go to jail? Somebody in there can beat their ass for free? And she ain't got to worry about no hotel rooms or first class?
That is true.
She can get first class ass whooping.
Right.
Yes. So I don't think we mentioned it last week, but Mike and Lauren are officially married. Yes. I think it did happen like that very next Tuesday when you had mentioned it. So, and congratulations. Now, when is he supposed to report to prison?
It said within 60 days from when he was sentenced, so probably sometime after Thanksgiving. They say anytime within that. So, and then they say he might also get like good behavior, so he'll probably only do like 3 to 4 months, which I'm like, okay, cool.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I know he ain't gonna do no shit like that ever again.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Dina just had her baby shower.
She did, and all the girls were there, including Sammy. I felt like since Ron shouldn't even be there in the first place, she felt like she can go.
Right.
So, I mean, all the girls were there, including Angelina.
Yeah.
Looking quite terrible. Because I didn't even know who it was. I had to do the little tag to see the tag. To say, oh, that's Angelina?
Yeah.
Okay. At least the other ones are recognizable in a way. I feel like she's the worst one out of all of them.
Yeah.
And Sammy is the one that looks exactly the same with some regular age wrinkles.
Right.
Well, not even wrinkles. It's just little lines.
Yeah.
That's all I can really think of.
Yeah, that's about it.
I guess everything else is not important.
Yeah.
So moving on to some of these episodes. I continue to still binge on scripted series. Mm-hmm. I finished the last season of House of Cards, which I was not really happy about. I felt like it ended horribly.
I have not even started it.
And that's all I'm going to say. It was only like 8 episodes, which wasn't enough, especially when it's the final season.
Yeah.
I think they would have been able to do more if the whole Kevin Spacey shit didn't happen.
Yeah. Because I know, originally they said after this season that they just released, the next one was going to be their last one. And we were like, okay, cool. And then that Kevin Spacey thing happened. I guess they were just like, nope, let's cut it short.
Yeah, because I think it was that they were going to pull it all together. And then they came out and like, no, we're going to have one more season, but Kevin Spacey's not going to be on it.
Yeah.
Of course, there's only one way to kick him out of. I'm talking about you didn't see pictures of his likeness. You didn't hear his voice in any kind of recordings.
Oh my God.
He was nowhere.
It never happened.
Not a picture of the past.
Right.
None of it. Not
so
one
we're gonna
bit.
act like it just never happened.
It never. They only mentioned his name, and that was pretty much it. Like the character name.
Yeah.
But a likeness of Kevin Spacey was nowhere whatsoever. It was interesting, but I have this thing where, of course, especially with Netflix series, you watch it in like a day and a half, and then it takes another 11 months before it to come back on. So with Netflix series, I have a habit of like rewatching the whole damn series all over again because A, I have the time, and B, I just kind of want to remember everything that happened.
Right.
So I didn't do that this time, and I hate that I didn't. Because it's like, where the fuck did you come from? Like, what season? Like, I don't know the order. I can't remember the order of things.
Yeah.
So, and then I saw that Sabrina thing.
Yeah.
It is absolutely nothing as you expected. Not like it's completely a 180.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't like about it was the sexualization of minors. Like it was a lot of like, not just like I love you and stuff because Sabrina and Harvey, but it was a lot of you're supposed to be 15.
Yeah.
So why are you your shirt and bra and panties?
Yeah. I was like, and I think I wrote that on social media a while ago, and I'm like, a lot of these teenage shows nowadays are very sexualized.
Yes.
Like, granted, when I was a kid trying to watch 90210 and I didn't really understand what was going on, I was just trying to, be a teenager. But I'm like, even in that show, and even like, Dawson's Creek, or even like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, I'm like, there was no just, they fucking like every scene. And I'm like, now I'm like, Pretty Little Liars, like, are we really sitting here like wanting Arya and her teacher? She's 17. He's at least 23. Like, this is not okay. And then like other shows, I'm like, these are 16-year-olds having a sex scene on TV. This isn't. God, I'm getting old.
Do you plan on watching it? I know you said no, but I just want to be sure.
I mean, is Salem in it?
He don't got no words.
Oh, hell no.
He don't have no lines.
I cannot imagine a Sabrina.
And Salem had all types of shade.
Yes.
Throughout
so
the whole series. He don't say not one damn word but meow.
I remember even watching, they had like a Sabrina the Teenage Witch movie. And I want to say Ryan Reynolds, a very young Ryan Reynolds was in it. And Salem was like British. And I was like, what the fuck?
No, he says nothing. But you
still watched it because it was Sabrina, but...
He says nothing.
See, and I was going to be like, well, maybe if I'm bored, but... I'd have to be dead fucking
I'm just trying to give an example of the sexualization.
You can.
Okay, so there's one point they were trying to look for a body mark on her, but she had her boyfriend do it. And was like, okay, are you okay? Blah, blah, blah. And she like takes her bra off so he can like check everyone. It's like,
what's going on?
Why is your boyfriend doing it, first of all? Second of all, you got 2 damn aunties. And then they tried to shade Hilda.
Oh, no.
And she was all types of chunky. I said, what is this? Now, one auntie had a little bit of curves on her. Yeah. She wasn't double chinning it up.
No, Hilda, yeah.
Hilda didn't have no damn...
Gray was always snatched. I remembered her name. That's how you know you stood for her.
They had Hilda looking like she had 13 sausage McMuffins for breakfast. Not cool.
Now I'm about to go buy the original series.
I'm not fat shaming her. I'm just saying the comparison of characters from the original to now. It's like, really? Yeah. Y'all do this? And they weren't British, were they?
No.
They British up in here.
Okay. Y'all about to make me go buy the original series.
It's like they tried to use the name.
But do something totally
different. Names, but did completely different things.
Yeah.
Completely different things whatsoever. And so, obviously, it's been so long since I watched Sabrina on the original, but I'm like...
I remember.
This don't seem
right.
So Harvey's dad was beating his ass, and it was
whoa, no.
It was dark. It's not lighthearted. It's really more of like a drama suspense type of thing. And I
feel like some shows shouldn't. I mean,
they're doing too many reboots right now.
Yeah, and it's too dark, and it's like we didn't. I feel like for me, like the most darkness was like was like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but everything else for the most part was either like teen melodramatic or just very lighthearted, like
or Charmed. Like it wasn't like a lot of like. No, this was people die, people get shot, people get murdered, and then come back to life.
Sabrina would turn Libby into a lizard for an episode. Like,
oh no, there was one part where the girls are making out with the boys and they did spells, so the boys are actually making out with each other. Okay. But mind you, these are like 15, 16-year-olds.
All right.
And they're in lingerie, essentially.
Yeah, I'm not cool with all this darkness. Darkness?
I keep...
Darknesses? Like, no. Just the classic.
It was just like, and I never really felt, I don't know, I didn't feel that bad when I was watching Big Mouth. Maybe because it's cartoons.
Right.
And it's not like, obviously it's automatically not real.
Right.
It's not something
they even had a Sabrina cartoon at one point.
They did. I did watch it. I did watch it. I did like that. Salem still had his words.
That's like rebooting Pepper Ann and making it dark. Like,
bitch, we will not be fucking up.
Or bring Recess to life and it's like fucking Gretchen commits suicide or something. Like, no, stop touching our things.
Why did I see somewhere today that they're trying to reboot Shrek?
See, I just can't. Because I'm already really in my feelings about Clueless. And I'm like, you just can't leave well enough alone, can you? You just can't. You just have to go and you have to touch shit. It's like an unruly kid.
It's like the equivalent of them keep bringing up like part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of movies.
Yeah.
Kind of like Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Saw.
Right.
Step Up. Like, it's like 3 million afterwards. It's like, y'all should know what past 2.
Right.
And y'all pushing it. Before you know it, it's like having now. What is now on 153? Remember now 6, now 7. It's like your favorite hits of today.
You got a reason to.
And that was like, I saw one time, it was like, now 6 is on the 60s. What the fuck?
We gotta keep cranking out these. And you know what? I feel like for nostalgia's sake, I should probably go and like buy like 20 of them.
And then they had the Kids Bop version.
Oh my God. Okay, now that's just pushing it. But
they want the kids to be able to sing along without cussing.
Right.
So.
Because, you know, CDs. When I found my Aaliyah CD, I said, oh my God, this is gold. Because, you know, that album ain't available nowhere. Aaliyah.
Oh,
self-titled. Yeah, I was like, Jesus.
I want to say it's at my grandma's house.
And it still works. Like, I just want to ask her family, like, do you want us to forget her? Because y'all don't want shit done about her.
I think they should release remastered stuff.
Yeah, I'm like, that
would sell out.
That's a little
quickly.
mean.
I mean,
they don't want a movie. They don't want her music available. No, I'm like,
I think her brother only finished Queen of the Damned because
she was
contractually obligated in some kind of way, and it was in the towards the end of production. So but I think her family's just like, it's too hard. That is a horrible way to die, though.
It is,
I
but
forget.
We want to dance, in the words of the lady in the Selena movie. We want to dance.
I miss good artists.
Yeah.
I figured out who it was. Somebody was like, if you had to bring... Oh, it was like Left Eye or Aaliyah. Who would you bring back?
I can't choose because, I mean, Aaliyah was amazing. But then TLC, like, 'cause TLC will never be the same without... it's... Damn, I'm sitting here trying... I can't. On that note, I drink because I can't. I can't choose.
If you had to pick one person, you have to pick.
Probably.
Pick to bring back.
I have to say probably Lisa. And the why, and it's very narrow, it's like 98 to 100%. But TLC is my favorite girl group of all time, even over the Spice Girls. Very first album I ever bought with my own money was Fan Mail. Still have it to this day, actually. And like, I even think about like what TLC is today, and I'm like, you guys should be so much further ahead. Like, y'all went through bankruptcy twice, been stole from for most of y'all career, but y'all were still able to come back and like sell 10 million records. Like, sell 10 million records. Oh, great. We're broke again. Release Crazy Sexy Cool. All right. We're broke again. Come back. Good. And like, it was like every time they, like, no matter what they've been through, they could come back and it was just hot shit. And I just really, miss that. And I mean, but then Aaliyah.
I picked Aaliyah.
Of course, yeah.
Because I felt like when it came to the individual, then I felt like Aaliyah would be better as far as like a total package of music, modeling, acting. Yeah. So I kind of went that route. But when you put Left Eye with TLC, now that's a different story. But when you talk about the individual, I feel like Aaliyah would have been.
Was low key like not even really want to be with TLC anymore. But
true, she was off on her own thing.
Like, but she did give us Black. And they gave us a few hits for a second.
This is very true. So yeah, I mean that's kind of how I picked it. I think your reasons can be like it depends. So anyway, so I've been stuck on scripted. Yeah, because
same.
I still have to get caught up on Grey's Anatomy. I still have to get caught up on How to Get Away with Murder. I think I'm 2 episodes behind.
Same.
And, I just felt like there are some shows I will not pass up. Yeah. One being, I don't really pass up this show more for this podcast purposes, not really for my own personal thing. Yeah. But, of course, we have the premiere of Real House of Atlanta. I actually forgot about it.
I completely did too.
Until I saw a post and I was like, oh, Real Housewives tonight. I said, oh shit, that's tonight.
I was like, it is November.
So I watched it and it always usually comes on around the same time of the year. That means Jersey is going to be starting within the next month or so.
I think so, because I want to say Danielle was just on Wendy Williams like last
She
month.
was.
Talking about Margaret. I guess they're beefing this season.
But Margaret?
She said something and she was like, well, you barely even notice Margaret's even there. And Wendy was like, is that Shay? Wendy. It was something. And I was like, oh.
I like her in her pigtails. I mean, at least she's an official housewife. Yeah. Whatever. Anyway, back. So we only have Eva, Portia, Cynthia, Nene, and Candy. Those are the official housewives of right now. Of course, they usually add the other girls in the title sequence later. But that's what it starts off with. Sad storyline. Well, it's not really. I don't want to call it a storyline because it's real life. You know, Greg was diagnosed with cancer, but I didn't know what kind of cancer it was. Yeah. I want to say they said stage 3 and it's colon cancer. So that's like one of the harder ones to deal with. Yeah. And they pretty much found out because he had like crazy stomach pain. And then I forget how the stages work. Yeah. I think the stages work once it gets to like, one is like the lymph nodes or whatever. Yeah. And one is just like, one is a cell, one is the lymph nodes, one is the organs. And then stage 4 is when it's metastasized to other organs. Yeah. So because he wasn't stage 4, I don't think he got anything other than his colon. Colons are really hard to deal with because people don't really check their colons on a consistent basis.
I just need to start going to the doctor.
And men are really bad with going to the doctor. Lord have mercy.
Right, I don't want to go and get my colon. Look, if I got to go and get papped, you going to go and get...
And that's the thing. It's like, for some reason, when it comes to women, they have us doing like pap smears and stuff. Not when we're of age, but once we start being sexually active, they have us doing pap smears.
Because they like, bitch, you have no excuse now. If you taking this dick, you can take this.
And that thing is so uncomfortable. It is cold and uncomfortable. It's not pleasant. It doesn't feel pleasant. It's just one of those things you just want to get over with. Right. So it's like, why is men not in a position where they get checked out?
You should have a colon cancer month. Like, get checked.
So women are more prone to follow whatever they need to for like, oh, you're sexually active, you pap smear. And then when you have a baby, you have this. And if you have an abnormal pap smear, you do more things like that. And guys just don't really, as far as I know, I mean, the only person I'm really familiar with is my dad. It's like, nigga, go and get your prostate. Because the last thing is like, okay, at least God forbid, you know, you do have something that comes up. It's always better when you catch it early on. Yeah. So when you're like in stage 1 and even stage 2, it gets to be like, well, all we have to do is like do this or do that. I think my mom was stage 2 for breast cancer. So, but she was like, fuck that shit, take everything. So she wasn't taking no chances or whatever. But, you know, when it's stage 1 and stage 2, you have a better chance of surviving it. And then once you pass the 5-year mark, then the cancer coming back is like closer to
check for everything next year.
I think you should. I've actually had like a really weird feeling in my left boob.
Mine's have been tender. So lately. I know, too much information.
That's not too much information.
Like, it's just been like, wait, it's not that time of the month.
Is it coming up?
No, it passed. It's just been constant tingling, and I'm like, what's going on?
Tingling.
Yeah. Like the other night, I actually woke up in the middle of the night and had to lay on my back because, like, once again, my nipple was like hurting, like me laying on. I'm like,
no, there's sometimes I'm like laying and I have to like adjust. I'm like,
I've never felt pain.
But that's really a big titty problem. I guess. Like, it's like, wait, I gotta adjust? Like,
no, bitch, you didn't.
I'm laying on it wrong. No, I've had like a really weird feeling like right here. And I had to keep like grabbing it because it felt weird. I said, fuck, now I gotta go check because I'm prone to cancer now. So I have to go get checked and
I need to stop being scared of doctors.
You really should, because the last thing you want to do is be like, bitch, you should have came to us earlier, or we could have been like, not really having this conversation right now.
I'm gonna go next March.
You don't want to have to cut anything open or off.
That's true.
So I'd rather
I just know they call like, yeah, we need you to come back in the office. I will not. I need you to tell me right now.
We ain't gonna do nothing. I need you to tell me right now what's going on.
And you ain't got no available appointments until next Thursday? No, motherfucker.
I will come in that office with the pajamas I got on because I work from home, and I'll be like, what's up? What's good?
Because they'll even call you into the office to be like, so everything looks great. You are not keeping me waiting for 6 days to be like, so everything no.
No, I think the protocol now is if everything's fine, they won't call you.
Yeah.
They'll just...
Yeah, because I know, like, even, like, my auntie had, like, a cancer scare, and they have to do some tests, and, like, she was real worried. And then they called her in for a follow-up a week later, and was like, everything looks good. And I was like...
See, that one's a little different because it's cancer.
Yeah, I'm like...
But,
I need you to just tell me over the phone.
Yeah, no.
I mean, either way, I'm gonna have to... If it's something bad, I'm gonna have to come back in there, but don't say, let's make an appointment for next week. We can after you tell me what the fuck is in your folder. I just, yeah.
Some things I personally, but now that I know, and I've done genetic testing, so it makes me more prone to it.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel something and I'm like, no, I have to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
Because I'm so scared of not catching things earlier.
And I don't know where my fear of going to the doctor came. I always went as a kid. My grandmother always went. I think I watched too much TV. And just seeing people. So, you've got 2 weeks left.
Oh, Lord.
Right.
Save me now.
Right.
So, yeah. So, that's what happened in the show. Cynthia got a new man. Mm-hmm. He lives in LA. He actually looks really good.
Yeah.
He looks like a grown-ass man.
Yeah,
he's actually like a sports person. Yeah, for sports.
People in the shade room were trying to call him gay. I'm like, I am so tired of my people. And because I guess, like, they took, like, a few pictures, and I guess they were trying to say, like, he looked feminine and everything. And I'm like, I am so tired. And hey,
do you not know that metrosexual still exists?
Yeah, but I'm like, and then when I, like, looked on his Instagram, like, he doesn't even look like a metrosexual. It was just kind of like, you know, the angle. And I'm like, I'm so tired of black people, especially black women, being so quick to want to be like, you look gay, you look this, you look like...
That's just the continued culture of... Why is Casa LA calling me?
Like, what's up?
It's 8:18.
Right.
Carlos, do not have this in the show. Hold on. Hello?
Ooh,
they lucky it's a 3,000.
Cal LA is petty.
Oh my God, Carlos, please don't have that in there.
Okay.
And I don't know how to... Remember 5:30. That's where I answered the call. I really want to be like... Because one time I answered and they were like... I said, do you know what time it is?
Probably asking, did you vote?
But I don't owe any money, so...
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. But no, he looks like a very kept up man that knows how to pay his bills, and he has his own place, and he lives in LA, so it's not even like he's physically there to fucking to ruin her life or anything like that.
Right, he has a job that you visually see every week.
And then she was like, she's not really a sports person, so it's new to her.
Yeah.
And that's something different.
I'm all for women trying something
She said he swam in Lake Bailey a couple times. I mean, cool. Because she wasn't giving the last one none.
Yeah.
And yeah. And then you have Candy. She has some escape stuff. They got honored at the ASCAP. Oh, yeah. Which is like an award ceremony for like executive, like producers, writers, sound engineers, like the behind the scenes people in the music industry. Yeah. And she apparently wants another kid. And Riley said, fuck that. You ain't around for the other ones you got. I thought that was funny. Right. She was like, we want the kid. She was like, no. Right. She was like, well, you wanted a sister. She was like, yeah, until I know you how to take care of kids. How you start taking care of kids. Right. She's like, well, me and you were there all the time. Now it's just like, oh, we're leaving tomorrow for like 4 days. And yeah. I think because their other kids, the other two kids are so grown. Yeah. And they have like Mama Joyce and like a nanny for the other ones. They feel like they just kind of do whatever. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe. Who am I forgetting? Portia. She's, you know, in Happy Land with her man with tattoos. She's talking about getting married, getting proposed to. They even go to a jeweler. I think the most expensive ring she tried on was close to $500,000. All right. Whatever. Apparently he owns like nightclubs and a hot dog place that does really well. I mean, people want to laugh at that, but Pink's Hot Dog in LA does really well. So
right, like Chris Brown owns 11 Burger Kings.
He does.
Franchise.
And Rick Ross on Wingstop.
Yeah, like, so don't be. And I bet it's black people.
It's all, you know what? And it's like one of those things,
I
like,
hate it.
I love my people, but y'all be doing some stuff that just, I just don't understand.
Even how, like, to this day, people still make fun of Mimi being a maid, but it was like, she wasn't the maid. She owned a business, and they went and cleaned mansions, and she made bank. And at the end of the day, I'd much rather be known as a maid than a person who stripped and fucked for money. That was the part that, to this day, it still appalls me. Like, you guys will clown Mimi for being a maid, but love Jocelyn. And she has admittedly, like, yes, I have stripped and fucked men for money since my teenage years. Like, fuck is our society coming to?
I don't know. I get confused.
Yeah, but yeah, he owns a hot dog. Yes, bitch. No discounts.
Hot dogs you eating.
Right. And I bet your ass is there at 2 a.m.
At least he's making money with hot dogs while you up here sucking dick for free.
Right. Like that's
what it's like. Oh my God. Just mind your business.
And yeah, our people don't know how to do that.
Unfortunately, it's like really, really, really annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was in a Facebook group and somebody tried to claim, was like, why does Nene and Portia have a personal assistant? They don't need one. I said, I wish I was making that kind of money and get a personal assistant. I don't care if all they do is pay my own bills and take it out the trash.
You don't have to be, first off, you don't have to be rich to have a personal assistant.
No.
And two, because you could be making like, dang, I only make $100,000 a year. But if you literally have a job or a career that's like, it's way too stressful, you will have a personal assistant that's like, their job
do simple shit
is to come, do my laundry, take my dry cleaning.
Kind of like what I do for my grandma on the weekends.
Right. Go
water the grass, take out the trash. She writes me a little grocery list. I go pick up her stuff.
Literally.
Help her soak her leg and her,
And it's probably like they work maybe like 15, 20 hours.
Yeah, it's not to the point where I think they're thinking like butler status. Like personal assistant is very different.
Yeah.
Personal assistant is like, help me do these things that are not required for me to do it, but they still need to get done.
Right.
Like, you know what, can you go pick up my dry cleaning? Can you make sure that take this to the post office or take this mailing,
here's
whatever.
My list of groceries.
Like, go pick up. Yeah. So it's like, I don't have to waste my time picking up groceries
or doing stuff.
Or even if they don't get it, can you go on Vons.com and order free delivery service for my groceries and make sure that they're here by 5:30 p.m. so I can have dinner ready by 6:30? Like, just who the fuck wants to go to the grocery store if they ain't got to? Shit. I was like, what you mean? I'm getting a personal assistant. Fuck nanny, butler, personal assistant. They're all gonna be living. I refuse to clean toilets, so I don't got to. Clean the toilet is not indicative of how I am as a mom.
Right.
Oh, I'm not a real mom because I don't clean toilet. Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, do you clean them now?
Huh?
Do you clean them now?
No, I'm talking about they're getting cleaned. They're still getting cleaned. I know. But I'm saying, like, if I don't personally do it.
I was joking, like,
I was like, oh no,
you clean these now.
Yes. I'm actually glad you answered that. Let me clarify for you,
I clean them now.
My toilets get cleaned now.
But
what I'm saying is, if I get the coins, so I will be paying somebody else to do it.
Right.
Okay. Clarified. Like, no, we're not going to do any of those shenanigans.
Right.
Yeah. I was like, yeah.
Just
of course, speaking of peasants, somebody put a gif of Blue Ivy. I'm like, see, she just be like, somebody saying, I don't know what man gonna wind up with her because she just looks disgusting and everything. I'm saying, ugly ass peasants.
Right. Just, you're gonna have to be creme de la creme.
She's gonna have to marry like a Beckham child or like some top echelon of whatever industry their parents are in.
Yeah.
Because there's no chance in hell.
Right.
Anybody below her or her parents are below her.
Yeah.
That she's going to be able to wind up being with.
No.
Can you imagine? Peasants. No, there's no way. But that whole situation, they were only dating for like 5 months, and when they went to go like ring shop and stuff, like I'm not saying that knowing for or dating somebody for like 5 months is a problem, but the shorter the time for me, the harder it's like for me to be like really fully on board. Yeah. But I also have a problem with something that's past 2 years too. Right. You should, if you grown as fuck and in your mid to late 30s. Yeah. There's no reason why you should be waiting over a year either. Yeah. So I kind of feel like, I think once it's like 8 or 9 months, it's like, okay, you should definitely know by now, especially at her age. I think that's what Kenya was like 6 or 7 months or something like that. So, I mean, it seems short, but then like given her age, I'm like, y'all really shouldn't be fucking around. Right. If you got a fuck boy in their late 30s and 40s, you still just,
I guess it's pretty easy to find spot.
Yeah, no. So, I mean, she seems really, really happy.
I know. So I'm like, okay, just, use your discernment. Mm-hmm. Don't really worry about what the blogs are saying, because it seemed like every time somebody get a man, oh, he used to talk to such and such, or he used to, like...
And that was the trailer. The trailer actually is like Candy, but like, well, I know some stuff about her man and blah, blah, blah.
Okay, and Marlo knew stuff about Todd before he came on the scene. Like, but...
Yeah.
I
think she's just doing it because she doesn't like or care. I say not care for Portia. Yeah. But like, I know she had a lot of stuff to say when people were talking about Todd. So it was like, I don't know. I think people forget about their own situations or what they went through or what they don't want to happen to them. And they just kind of just do whatever the fuck they want. Right. So, I mean, Portia's still trying with her. Yeah. Nene was down about, her husband and like not trying to put like a strong front for her family. Yeah. She's going to Miami to open a new boutique. Yeah. She already has one in Atlanta.
I think Portia should be trolling Candy at this point, low key.
What?
I said, I think Portia should be trolling Candy. No, I mean, just like in general, like,
in life?
Kind of like, like, I know you don't like me. Mm-hmm. But we already done made up and you already done told everybody it's not an issue. So if you still sitting here like you don't like me, it kind of just makes you look stupid. So I'm going to do stuff like call you and be like, hey girl, and just hear.
Well, that's kind of what happened. Yeah. She decided to like surprise Nene in Miami at her comedy show. Yeah. So she invited all the girls and then she wound up calling Candy to inviting her. I'm like, well, it's kind of for Nene, so it's not really for me. Yeah. So hopefully she'll go. And she's wind up agreeing to go. Yeah. So. I mean, yeah, I can see what you mean, though. Because it's like, if you had a problem with somebody and at least y'all are cordial, you're not going to like... I feel like she still forces herself upon her. But then Candy at the same time be doing shit to her. It's like, you know what? I kind of feel like I need to troll you because you be saying and doing little sly shit. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. That's what she gets. You need to stop doing stuff then.
Right. Like, well, I know her man from... And, like, I'm pretty sure... Well, first off, you've lived in Atlanta forever. So I'm pretty sure anybody else that lived in Atlanta forever and y'all kind of a circle of a circle of a circle... Yes, you probably know somebody else that he done dated.
I mean, Atlanta is... Not small, but it's still small because that's just one city in the whole state of Georgia. Right. Like, that's where most of the black people live in fucking Georgia.
I'm like, you can't say, like, it's fun. You're not sitting here saying, like, well, it's funny. Portia's sitting here saying she dating such and such, but I know my friend is dating him now. So it ain't that conflict. Like, you sitting here trying to throw shade because you knew somebody that he used to mess with 2-3 years ago. Like,
yeah. I mean, it's not that serious.
It's not serious at all.
Especially when you're married and just feel like you living your best life. Like
you got more money than everybody.
Right? I don't really understand that. So yeah, I feel like I'm missing somebody. Eva. Mm-hmm. So it pretty much shows she had. When I say that baby boy of hers
is adorable,
is so dreamy. with those blue eyes that I have a feeling they might turn gray though. Ooh. Because you know, with kids when they have lighter, when I don't want to say colored, black or mixed black kids, like black and white, black and Asian, whatever. When they do have lighter color eyes, they change. So it can be like one color and then turn to like hazel. Yeah, because she has like hazel green eyes. Yeah, and his eyes right now are kind of like a darker blue. So that's why I feel like they'll go to gray. Because they'll wind up changing. But he is so adorable. But they're 3 months out for their wedding. She mentions that her daughter only knows her fiance at the time as her dad. And I was like, fuck, that's kind of fucked up. Because if you saw Yana episode where Kevin McCall was on there, which is her baby daddy, he's pretty all types of fucked up. So I'm not surprised that's really all she knows is him. And she's like 4 now. Yeah. So she said he's been around since. So they've been together for quite some time because I didn't really hear about him until like last year. Yeah, they kept they were they kept it low key until more recently. I didn't really know about him until she started showing up in Atlanta, and then it was like, oh, she's engaged. Oh, she's pregnant. Yeah, and that's pretty much what it was. And they're 3 months after the wedding, and she's, you know, living life like it's golden. So we haven't met any of the new housewives yet.
Sheree released a promo for joggers. This was a few weeks ago. I forgot, but she did. She was right. September, fall of September, June. This was the timeline.
But she said September, which is past.
Look, just go with that. Fall of September, spring.
Fall
of spring of September. So it falls in that category.
But September itself is already passed.
We're eating our words.
Okay. I actually saved the picture. Because I meant to post it on our Instagram and say, just simply joggers. And...
Right.
She
had a black shirt. Joggers.
And I bet you these pants cost $85 and up. And then these are like rouged. Out of all 3, this is the only one that I remotely like. Yeah. But I don't like anything tapered to my ankles. Yeah. Like that. Like they would need to literally go to damn near my heel. Yeah. For me to actually like them because I'm so tall. And once you wear them a couple times, they shrink. Oh, yeah. And me, I don't like shorts. I don't like capris. Yeah. Because I'm such a big girl, like, it makes me look stumpy. So I don't really, unless it's a skirt where it can, like, I can have a silhouette, I won't wear it. Yeah. I mean, of course, she's nowhere near a big girl. She actually has a really great body. Yeah. But the first one's the only one I really like. But it's like, I don't. Okay. All right. Well,
she did it. Well, it's not released yet, but...
that's what I'm saying. It's like, did she say 2019, though, right?
Spring or fall of September.
Yeah, 2019. Spring, summer. Spring, summer.
He's about to be the hottest joggers we've ever seen.
Collection. So she gave herself more time. She's like, damn it, I already said.
But we got to shoot this commercial, so come on.
But wait, if you are introducing a new line in a certain time, when you want to showcase that in a fashion show, why would you do a photo shoot beforehand?
That is true.
It should already show your merchandise. And when you finally have a fashion with fashions, but yet you don't do a fashion show with the fashions.
Let's hope it's not another She by Sheree fashion show. Fashion showing. Fashion. That was
I don't have a fashion show, but no fashion.
Right.
Well, she can have a fashion show, but she's already showed the fashion. Like, if she's not, I think she needs to, like, consult with somebody. Before she just starts doing shit.
I think... I think I saw pictures of Savage by Fenty before her fashion show. But when we saw pictures, it was released like a week or 2 later. So her lingerie line.
But that's different because it's actually being released.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Like, she's not even releasing this or even showing anything until spring of 2019. So we still got another at least 5 to 6 months.
And then no one's wearing joggers in the summer.
The fuck? I mean, obviously, yes, you do release a season before. So, of course, I mean, I understand. It would be more of a fall. That's why she has to do spring, summer, because then when fall finally comes, then that's kind of when you wear it. But it's just, all right, well, I mean, I would just kind of more release it more when she's at it. Even if it's like a LA fashion show or something where it's not the regular New York. She doesn't have to wait
till Fashion Week. I mean, she can there's
whenever. Plenty of other fashion weeks. There's LA, there's Miami, there's New York, there's the big one in New York. Like, there's plenty of other fashion weeks that she can do. Yeah. And showcase it. I would pick LA. Yeah. To be, with these quote unquote joggers. I really feel like LA would be one of the main spots because the weather is so nice. Yeah. For it. But I didn't even realize she wasn't even on the damn show. Ain't that sad? Yeah. Obviously, I knew Kenny wasn't on it. And I was just so ecstatic about it. Right. But I don't think Sheree ever mentioned that she wasn't going to come back. Mm-mm.
She did.
I wonder what was her reason for not wanting to come back.
Andy said you can't come.
Really?
I think she was fired. I think. For what? Don't quote me on it. I wasn't in the room. But my sources do tell me that I think she was fired. Yeah. Oh, shit. The blogs. Ah. Okay.
So what sources you got that I want to know about? So, of course, they did like the trailer and it was drama behind Portia's fiance. She's getting arguments with her sister, Lauren? Yeah. For some reason, I always want to say Lori. Yeah. Getting her fights with her sister. And then there's drama with, I think when Portia announced that she was pregnant, that Candy felt some type of way because she wants to get pregnant. And
MJ and Asa again.
But technically she has embryos. It's just a matter of like carrying the baby. Right. Of course there's the thing with Greg. Yeah. I just feel so bad for him because he's always like, you know, the husbands that just kind of mind their own business. They just really just don't really cause no problems. Yeah. Greg is really one of those husbands. Mm-hmm. He was far from a Patricia. Yeah. And then some other stuff. I didn't really, it seemed very dry for the first episode. Yeah. But, yeah, moving on. 90 Day Fiancé. You don't watch 90 Day Fiancé?
I'm not sure if it's no, they didn't have the newest one on demand. The one that I watched was last week when she got to Vegas.
That is this one.
Okay, well then I did.
Yep. No, that is the one where she came to Vegas and met the mom for the first time. And then Asuelu sat down with the family. Yeah. That was the one in Rancho Santa Margarita. And then you had Jamaican coming to the States and leaving his skin's father.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was all this past week. Yeah. Unless I'm also behind then.
Right. Then shit.
But I clearly remember specifically going to the app because I watch everything the next day after it's aired. So let's talk about this whole night. I was about to say Nigerian. Jamaican one where his dad is like called Skins and he has his nickname because apparently he just has pussy all up and down the streets of Jamaica. And I'm like, ew.
Yeah, that's gross.
I don't. Who wants their dad to be a Rolling Stone? Like, I mean, obviously, I don't know if he has kids, like all up and down too, right? But he's known for fucking everybody,
right? And I'm like, and you're not even an attractive DILF.
No, he's not. So he's not a DILF at all.
I'm confused.
You know who's a DILF? Cheyenne's stepdaddy on Teen Mom. Oh yeah, you see her stepdaddy, the bald one? Mm-hmm. He's definitely a DILF. Yeah. I said, oh, her mom did right by marrying this new one. So anyway, going back, I was just like, that's so disgusting. He was like, yeah, my dad's called Skins. It's like, when you're a man that's like known for this, you're really like really popular. But then he was like, but I don't want to be like anything like him.
Right.
I was like, you kind of do, because that's all you talk about is like, Jamaicans, we put it down and blah, blah, blah.
That's all you have to offer, your dick. Well, that's literally all he did offer.
Yes. And she accepted a proposal after like 8 days. Her white ass. And he was like, well, if you see Jamaicans with a white woman, that's because, they're just trying to come to the States. But that's not me. All my dads are hoe, but that's not me.
Right. You're all these exceptions to the rule. But I've seen he's just not that into you. I know. She was going to bring up this good goddamn movie that she stole from me. She stole it. I ended up getting a second copy too.
You did?
Because I can't find the first one.
How dare you?
I don't know what happened to it. But the cover is still there.
Don't you hate that? Because I have like a good 3 or 4 covers and there's no DVD in there.
My Dark Knight is missing, but the cover is still
there.
And I'm
Dark Knight?
Yes. I'm like, what the hell? And Shane had ended up getting he's just not that into you again for me. And I was like, thank you.
And thoughtful.
Who the hell? Yeah.
I found Norbit on my bed just randomly. I'm like, what the fuck? Where is this?
That's God. Watch it.
This is random as fuck.
Right. Yeah, he's okay, girl. You in danger, but
you in danger, girl.
Right.
But yeah, they like go and see him, like the dad, the last time before he like goes to the States. And of course, she's like, I'm just really concerned because he's going to like he's gonna be like the only black guy in like an all white area.
Right.
I'm like, you know what? This is when you really have a test to see that. I have a feeling or belief that a lot of the white women who wind up being in a relationship, no! Ted Cruz won in Texas. God damn it. Sorry. Jesus. Goddamn news app on my phone. Anyway, so what was I saying? Yeah, so I believe that the majority of white women who wind up being with black men, I feel like it's more fantasy.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even say fantasy. I just fantasy based and not individual based.
Right.
Because if you like somebody for being the individual, you really don't even really care about what they look like.
Yeah.
Or you would know what you're dealing with before you get into it.
Right.
Because you're all in love in Jamaica, living it up and fucking this black man.
You're whooping it up.
Black dick. But then when you go back home, now you're like, well, I wonder how it's going to be like with him being the only black guy there. I'm like, when you start messing with black dudes, that's kind of one of the first things you do before you even get involved with one.
Right.
Because it's like, if I do go through with this, how is that going to affect me and the people around me?
Right.
Kind of like if I'm messing with some white guy, it's not simply that I'm just messing with some white guy. It's like, okay, if it were to go to a certain point, like how is this going to change the dynamic in me, in my life, in my area? And how is that going to affect our relationship?
Right.
So, I don't know.
Yeah. That is crazy, but we'll see.
I'm sorry. House results for election so far: 156 for Democrats, 156 for Republicans.
For what? Oh,
for the House. I'm sorry. I pulled up the election thing. Democrats for the Senate, 43 for Democrats to 50 for Republicans. So that's just now. I had opened that article that popped up in my thing. But, I don't know, that whole situation is kind of weird for me. I mean, she says she's 30, but she looks 42.
Yeah.
And she's somewhere on the East Coast because it was snowing. He just had a fit when he got out of the airport. Like, oh, this is some cold ass shit. So, well, yeah, I don't know more. Right. But then his mom, his sister and brother are in the States.
Yeah, he said that.
So it's like, I mean, maybe your mom was just like, yeah, just get you a white girl and you'll be here soon. And now the test is that they can't work while they're on the fiancé visa. So that's kind of draining. Like, I literally can't do shit all day. So moving on to the Samoa I'm hoping I say that right now. Mm-hmm. Couple. Asuelu came. I don't know. I'm just getting self-hate from his dad. Like, from the dad. Yeah. Real bad. And I want to say I was working when I was watching it. And the sister was like, well, I'm just upset because for the first 5 months, I was dad. And
now the dad's just gonna come and be the dad.
One of them was like, he has to prove himself. Like, are you I'm literally in the living room like, are you fucking serious? Like, that is his biological father. And you're telling a grown-ass man who wants to take care of his child, marry the mother of his child, and actually change your diaper, and you're trying to get mad that you were the quote-unquote dad first?
Like, how dare you?
How selfish is that?
How dare you go and have a relationship with
Is that the white part of them? Like, what's going on?
I don't know.
Because I was the sister and the mom.
Because I feel like if it was a white guy, it wouldn't be this type of situation.
It would not. It wouldn't.
Probably if it was a white guy coming over from like Norway or Jesse.
Yeah, I don't think it would. I feel like it's because they feel like, oh, you know, these Samoan guys can be full of shit, and, you know, according what to my husband said or according what my dad said, they didn't really do anything. And now that he's here, and they were like, I want to say it was a sister that had the most problem with it. The mom did kind of let him try to do his own thing and try to let the three of them kind of be by themselves. But the sister was like, well, I was dad for the first 5 months. I just don't think it's fair that he just comes in and takes over. I'm like, bitch.
So what was he supposed to do? Like, leave her, like, as a single parent forever?
Because I don't think he was what the dad wanted, which is a white man.
Wow.
So they pretty much treat him and said things as if he was a nigga on the street.
Literally.
And it was just stuff like, I just feel like it's weird that he's holding him. It's like, what the fuck? It was the weirdest, most backward things of all time.
I'm pretty sure that self-hate is going to...
And it's with the kids. Yeah. It's with the mom.
It's passed down.
Yeah, it's passed down because mom thinks when she was, at the time, she was probably like, ooh, I got an exotic man because he's from Samoa. And
little did she know. Like,
and he's just like, oh, I'm with a white girl because I don't fuck no Samoan bitches. Yeah, like, I don't want my kind. I'm nowhere near my kind. I don't want your dad to be anywhere near the dudes I don't like from my hometown. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to do white. And so now it's rubbed off on the kids. It's just that one kid decided to fuck one.
The one kid was like, look, y'all can hate the hood if you want, but
the streets is cold. Right. The first visit she went, I don't want to say it was the first visit. I can't say that for sure. But it definitely was the first time she had sex. And she saw this cute little...
God.
Right?
That is God all up and through there. Like, see, hatred...
That's probably what he did to God Warrior.
You're right.
Like, oh, you want to be such a bitch? Well, guess what? Boom, you got 16-year-old.
Right.
16-year-old pregnant bitch in your house.
Mm-hmm. That is, that's crazy. But
yeah, that was all types of weird. And then you got the one chick from, I want to say Colombia or Mexico.
So. The rich one?
No, that's Philippines.
Yeah, that's true.
The one that found a thong in the dresser.
Oh, yeah. I think she was Colombia.
Yeah. I don't know. Top places, Colombia and Philippines.
Yeah.
And Jamaica. And Nigeria. There's at least 2 Nigerians guys. And I feel like out of all the storylines, I feel like hers is the most authentic.
Yeah.
Cause she kind of don't want to pull up with no bullshit. Yeah. Like when she finds stuff, she's like, let me remind you that I'm here by myself.
Right.
And I left my family for your American ass.
Yeah.
So I bet not find no more thongs nowhere.
Yeah.
She gets in the fight with some club in the next, some girl at the next episode at a club. And she's like, you forgot I'm here alone for you. Or just like, so I think hers is the most authentic out of all of them. Then you got Vegas, too.
Yeah.
That girl complaining left and right, talking about this house small. y'all got a slot machine in the living room. It's like it's Vegas. Like, what do you expect? There's no couch. And he was like, oh, well, that's a good thing. We're going to go pick out a couch. But she still complained about that there's no couch. Girl, you have a place to have over, roof over your head. Yeah. What do you?
She said, I think we should look for a place, with the pool. I said, you know what? I can't argue with you there. But
I can't. But you just got here within 24 hours.
Right. Like, what shack were you living in? Not trying to be stereotypical, but I just really want to know. Like, what were your living conditions before you came?
The only person I really feel like can complain about where they were was the girl from the Philippines who came for money. She was like, where's the cook? Like, I'll cook my own food. What kind of shit is this?
You sure we can't hire a cook?
You don't have a driver? Like, we drive our own roads here? Like, what the? Like, see her? I kind of understand, like, okay, you kind of used to a certain type of way of living. But her, I'm like, girl, Vegas? You picked a dude from Vegas.
Talking about it's so different than the pictures. Bitch, you just gotta go down the street to the strip. Like,
and it's not that far. Right. So, like, anywhere you are, the strip was in 20, 30 minutes. Right. So,
like, just go there. You'll see it all.
Mm-hmm. And then the Philippines one she just get more bratty and brattier every episode. She was complaining about the luggage not being in the back right. Like, it has to be done proper. That there wasn't a cook. They didn't have a driver. So she's such a bratty brat. Like, so annoying.
This whole child support thing is like...
Just because it's not in your country does not mean that it doesn't make any kind of sense.
Right.
But she said it's because if she feels like she cannot get the life she wants and feels like the child support is the reason for that, then she's like, and we need to get rid of it.
Yeah. Like, well,
instead of the kids being priority.
Right. I'm like, so it's not even spousal support. Like, you're basically saying she should get no money for taking care of his kid. Granted, she probably has full custody or majority custody.
Primary,
yeah. I understand you don't have it in your country, but I still don't understand because you're still a mother. So I don't understand how it's still hard for you to comprehend.
Because she says that it's not there.
I'm like, if anything, you should be like, damn, I wish we had that. Like, but for you to be a mom and for you to get no help, that should make you even more understanding as to why. Maybe because, your family is so rich, so you're like, well, I guess I don't really need it, but that's,
It's just
I'm never going to see her point of view on that.
Kind of sucks.
Yeah.
This shit is giving me a heart attack. I'm sorry. This live election shit is going to give me a heart attack. It just refreshed when I was trying to look at the governor stuff. But, that one's weird. And then you have, I always feel like I'm forgetting. Oh, the Russian dude. The one, not the Russian dude, but the guy that went to Russia to see the birth of his son.
Yes.
What I don't like in the previews, and it's definitely probably going to happen the next episode, and he was like, I don't want my baby living here. I'm taking him to the United States. And it's like, so because you fuck somebody from somewhere else, you feel like because you live in the United States, you can just take a kid wherever you want.
They've been thinking that since the beginning of time.
It's kind of like a dumb question, but it's not. Because it's like, you're a kid and you don't have shit.
Yeah.
So solely because you're in the United States, nothing else. It's not like you have any significant amount of money, land, entitlement. Like, you pretty much only have white privilege on your side.
Yeah.
And because you are an American, you feel like, no, there's no possible way that you can live in Russia.
Yeah.
How many people are fucking in Russia?
Right.
And how many people actually come to the States?
Yeah.
So, what the fuck? Not everybody that lives outside of the United States just come in the United States.
Yeah.
It's not how any of this works.
Yeah.
So, I think that is everyone from there, unless I'm forgetting somebody that's not important.
Yeah, that's all of them.
No. You have to be kidding me. Georgia, 91%. Kemp is winning. And not Abrams. Mm-hmm. And Kemp is winning by like 200,000 votes and 91% reporting. So that means it's close to being over. Oh my God. This is giving me a heart attack.
Right.
Let's look at Florida. You have to be kidding me. Oh, look how close this is. For governor.
Oh, Jesus.
It's only 60,000 different.
Yeah.
But it's 99% reporting. So I think they're pretty much done in Florida governor. That's crazy. And then let's look at, I'm sorry, you guys, but this is live shit going on. So I kind of need to know. Of course, Nevada ain't got shit in here. Y'all so slow. The fuck? What is the problem, Nevada? And then, I think we can, pause on this episode here.
Yeah, I was going to say that when you started. I'm like, okay, clearly your mind's elsewhere and I have to pee. So.
Well, it's different because we have to split this shit up. So it threw me off.
Yeah, it has
yeah. So anyway, thank you for tuning in this week on Election Night.
We appreciate the listens.
And make sure you follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We are RealiTEA-V.
Yep.
We have a Facebook group called Tea Sipper Discussion.
Join in.
You can join that Facebook group. And then you can reach me personally on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at Fumi Adagun. And on Snapchat, which I'm never on, at Ebony888. Go ahead, B.
Facebook, Roberta Smith, and Instagram, Leave It to Be. Yep.
Alrighty. Well, we'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
See ya.